Hey there. So it's 21st of November 2024. Um, I'm living in Scotland. I haven't been doing much Reiki, hands-on Reiki for the last couple of years. I've been busy mommying, um, and doing myofascial release and journal design and a whole range of other things. And I haven't really been drawn to doing Reiki, and I haven't had people ask me to do Reiki. So it's just kind of been on the back burner. The reason I'm telling you this is because I had a client contact me recently and she said, is there any chance she can get a Reiki treatment? And I'm like, of course, why not? Tune in, let me connect, let me feel. Yep, the answer is yes. Um, so I said to her, yeah, sure, come on round and we'll do Reiki. And got on the table and beautiful energy, very soft. Just so lovely to work with Reiki again. Um, and it reminded me of how much of a foundation it is for me. That's where my roots are in doing this work, energetic soul work. Reiki is where my roots are. It's where I first got started, where I first felt that connection, where things that I had been experiencing for my entire childhood just suddenly started to click and make sense. And that was, 27, 28 years ago now, that I first started my Reiki trainings and first started learning to work with Reiki. Anyway, so what happened is she came back and had a second session, and I'm working on her and I'm seeing these energy centers. I'm seeing the chakras and I'm working with the chakras and, doing a chakra balance because it's one of the things that we do with Reiki. So I'm working away and I'm reminded and being reminded of something that I was told 22 years ago. And what I was told 22 years ago, I was studying and working within the spiritualist churches in South Africa at the time. And the group of clairvoyants and mediums and energy healers that I was working with, we were being shown and we were being told again and again and again that there was this energy center in between the heart. Sorry, see if I in between the heart and the throat. So just here, and that it was turquoise in color, that it was called, the name we were being given was the Atlantean chakra or the high heart chakra or the peace chakra. It was turquoise in color. It was to do with communication of love through love and from love, and the communication of individuals standing up in front of groups of people, communicating the truth that they feel within themselves and sharing a message, sharing truth, sharing information. I was like, well, this is great. What are we supposed to do with it? And what we got shown 22 years ago is that as this energy center was coming online, that there would be more and more mass media communications. I have no proof of this. It's simply something that I was experiencing within a group of people that I worked with 22 years ago. And at the same time, what we were being shown was that as a result of this, or the balance of this chakra coming online, this Atlantean or this peace chakra or this high chakra coming online, that there would be another chakra, another energy center in between the solar plexus and the heart that would come online. And it was interesting because, again, the word that we got given was Atlantean, or the coral chakra. And the color that I got shown for it was coral. And we were told, or I was told, we were told, that it was a balance to the turquoise of this high heart chakra, that it was to balance the isolation which would begin to develop as a result of these mass media communications, of these individuals standing up and talking to groups. That in the same way that every chakra has positive attributes, there is always the balancing or the learning pattern, the challenge, and that the different energy centers within the body balance each other. So what we got shown was that there would be this sacral chakra, that when the high heart chakra was online, this next chakra would then come online. And this would be, again, it was the name I got given was Atlantean, or coral chakra. and that this chakra was to do with love and community and love within community. It was a balance to the individual standing up and speaking truth, and that the effects of it would be about or linked with communities and forming into communities that were focused around sense of self within love, sense of self within community, and that it would come as a result of the high heart and to balance the high heart. So it's community, it's love, it's experience of love, it's self-expression and being free to express self, being able to hold that within community. And also the importance of community, the nourishing of community, the nurturing of communities, communities coming together or communities forming to hold the energy of individuals, of self, but self within community and the importance of community. The color I got shown for this was, as I said, it was coral, so a rose gold type of color. And I was also shown that it working with the chakra would be particularly important to balance the effects of shock and trauma, that there would be high levels of shock, there would be high levels of trauma, and there would be a sense of isolation and alienation from community, of individuals working so hard and trying so hard and giving and giving and giving and giving, and it not being seen, not being recognized, not being heard. So the need to be supported within communities coming to the fore, and the need of supporting within communities, each other, individuals, the community itself as an entity would be something that would develop within this energy of this coral chakra. And that these two colors, the turquoise and the coral, were really, really important for the age that humanity was coming into. So for the last couple of weeks, I have been seeing diamonds dripping through the sky. I keep seeing this grid or this network of diamonds all around me, everywhere I look in the sky. And I keep seeing these droplets of diamonds dripping in, and this light filtering through. And the more I see it, every time I see it, what I'm finding myself doing, and this was purely by accident. So my one hand goes on where my high heart chakra is, and the other hand just goes just in between my solar plexus and my heart. And I can feel myself just breathing into it. There's this diamond, which that's diamond like grid alignment work. It's another story. A whole nother story. It's so much fun. But I feel myself dropping into just holding my heart within this. And every time I do, I feel a sense of this rose gold color coming up. Yeah. But to experience it in my client last week, because I had completely forgotten about those messages and that download of energy from 22 years ago. And I remember being told that when the information was important, it would come through. So to work with somebody and to see this energy center come online and suddenly really begin to understand what's been happening with this high heart chakra and the mass media communications, the social media, and how that forms pockets of isolation, and how we are beginning the journey. And this is where I'm so excited. We are beginning the journey of moving from isolation of the individual communicating to the group, the individual communicating to the mass. And we are moving into more community focus, sense of self within the community. Who am I within the community? What's my role within the community? How does the community affect me? And how do I affect the community? What is my place within this? And the color of this is rose gold. So absolutely exquisite. I'm super excited about this. And I'm kind of like, oh, I'm going to have to share this. And I really, really don't like doing lives. But there is something within me that speaks to me and just calls me to begin sharing this. So if you were feeling drawn to the colors rose gold, look at your relationship to community. Look at how you resonate with the word community. What does community mean to you? What's your role within community? Are you supported by your community? Do you play a supportive role in the community? What is going on within your community? Because it's a big step. Our relationship to community with the changes, the appearance of the chaos that is going on the planet at the minute. And one of the things that we are doing is we are moving into resolving, moving forward from healing, nurturing, nourishing communities, but also clearing shock and trauma. And I don't know where the shock and trauma is coming from yet. No doubt we'll find out. I can see glimpses of it, and there's been so much change in the last few months. But use the color rose gold in your work when you're connecting in, and be aware if you're working with people with shock, with trauma, and that color appears, that rose gold, that rich rose gold, use it. And no doubt now that I've done this, I'll have another download coming through shortly, and come and share that with you. So it's exciting. I hope your day is good. Remember, you have angels by your side always. And I don't often say that anymore, but it's coming back up. So love, light, laughter, be in your joy, find your joy, nurture your joy. So important within all the challenges that we have going on, that we express joy and experience joy. Thank you. Have a great day.